Health education to me is teaching other people about what health is in general, as well as inform people about the many different areas of health and what they can do to improve those areas. My major is nutrition, emphasis in wellness. It does include health studies courses with a degree plan. However, when it comes to career, it takes a more broad approach versus a specialized and direct one. If health studies is the public motivational speaker at a public school, then nutrition emphasis and wellness is the personal trainer at a local or private gym. My older brother was the first person in my immediate family to get into fitness. I always used to competitively eat with him when we were younger, and he seemed to never get fat, despite us eating the same amount. I also wanted to be able to eat a bunch of food like he did and not get fat, much to his amusement since I was a pretty chubby kid growing up. That still didn't stop me from pursuing that little dream of mine until around sophomore junior year of high school. I went through a growth spurt and got a bit taller and leaner from a combination of exercising and eating meals throughout the day versus being in the kitchen around the clock. So much to the point where my parents had to literally forbid me from being in there at certain times to preserve the food supply in the house. I was also a fan of Bruce Lee growing up. I don't know if any of y'all heard of him, but he was a famous martial arts instructor, actor, and philosopher that was most prominent in the 60s. One of my favorite movies of him was Return of the Dragon. There was a scene where he single-handedly took out 7 guys with nunchucks. What's the point of that, you may ask? Some of those guys were twice his size, yet he still beat them with minimal effort. He believed in a fitness philosophy called functional fitness, being able to use every pound of muscle in the real world as well as in the gym. For example, if a 6'2" guy that weighs 200 pounds could fight like Bruce Lee fought back in the 60s, he would be unstoppable because not only does he have the size and strength, but the speed as well. So fast forwarding back to the present, I'm interested in more of the broad fitness aspect of health education. If I were to take on the occupation of a personal trainer, my target population would be people aged 21 through 35 years old in an indoor or outdoor gym setting. The focus would be muscle density and endurance training versus the bodybuilding approach. Another possible occupation for me could be corporate wellness, which is the business and computer side of health education. Maybe I could also be in charge of planning and managing health programs or promoting healthier and more productive work environments.